Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's continue Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Freedom Cry DLC. And I suppose it's not gonna be a 2-hour part. It's gonna be faster because I looked in the main menu and it was indicated that I completed 61% of the game. So probably there are only a couple of missions left. I hope it's not going to be 15 minutes. If it will be, I will just I'll just cut everything and I'll just join first video with the second one. We'll see. I started in the previous part and now I'm finishing. In any case, even if it will be short, I can still liberate some slaves and make those additional missions, improve my ship or something.
Adewale, your ambition still gives me pause. But I promised Auguste my help.
What's this?
The Forge Manifest. Or so I am told. One of your famous recruits wrote it.
Joachim Francois, Henry Marchand, Fortuné Jean. Good. I'm sure you will serve the expedition well.
Louis Gaudin will meet with the Harbor Master to arrange the remaining affairs of your expeditionary voyage. You may take the opportunity to switch the manifests.
At your signal, we will be ready to board.
Thank you. And thank you, Bastien.
Anything for the Marron of Saint-Domingue.
I was reading about Assassin's Creed Rogue because I never really played it. I watched some video on YouTube. I saw a YouTube short, and then I started kind of reading about it. No, not sure what I did. I wasn't reading Wikipedia, so what was I doing? Not sure. It was not Wikipedia that I was reading. It was fandom, I think. And I was reading about Patrick Cormac-Shea, that's his name. And Haytham Kenway as well. And actually I kinda came to him. I don't want to say conclusion because I already mentioned that. The fact that Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 4, they're somehow related. But then if you take Assassin's Creed Rogue, it completes the story, and I feel like because everything is related, it feels even more it feels even more real. I don't know. Like, the thing is, I don't want to say that it's great to be playing with the same character for like 10 games. like in some games, in some particular franchises where you play as one particular character for like 20 different games. But at the same time, it's cool when even when you play as different characters, things are related somehow. You see, maybe I missed something. And it's true that there are some connections here and there, like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, basically, at the end with the First Blade DLC, kind of connects us to the Assassin's Creed Origins. But it's this connection still feels a little bit kind of distant. I don't know why. While in Assassin's Creed 3, 4, and Rogue, it feels in this Freedom Cry DLC, like we start as Edward. Edward meets Adewale. Adewale kind of works on Jackdaw. Then he leaves Jackdaw. Then we see him in this DLC. He's helping people, and then he's leaving. He's going somewhere else, and then we see this Patrick, Shape Patrick, who is an assassin. Who becomes Templar because he gets disappointed in assassins. And the thing is, Patrick is being kind of tutored by Haytham, who is father of the main hero of Assassin's Creed 3. And you know, this kind of web of different heroes, characters, situations, and they're all kind of related, so maybe they don't particularly know each other, but they're still related somehow. And then we have a French assassin that was somewhere in America as well. He flees America because assassins got kind of annihilated by Atham and Patrick, by Templars, and he goes to France, and this is why. And he's kind of he's one of the master assassins of the French Brotherhood in Paris, where Arnaud, our hero of the Unity, is living. That's not the case for... I'm not sure, but I might be wrong, but I don't remember them saying something about all those events in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, for example, which take place approximately around that time period. So it's just, you know. And then we have Assassin's Creed Origins, which is it's great as a game, but it's not related, you see, because it happens like thousands of years prior to it's happening.
Thank you so much for sharing your fascinating research.
In other
The
games.
thanks is all mine. And now I must away for a meeting with the Harbor Master. All in the name of science, of course.
And Patrick actually kills Adewale. I mean, of course, if games are taking... If a game takes place in a different time period, they can connect it anyhow. They can connect Assassin's Creed Origins to Assassin's Creed Syndicate or something.
Forgive me for the wrongs I've done.
Small things.
Good day, monsieur. And to you as well.
I trust the preparations are coming along well. Things certainly do seem to be busy.
Indeed, sir. As you can see, my men are working around the clock to prepare everything. You may expect a fine vessel, precisely the demands of science and your other activities.
What other activities?
Do not worry about the thing. You have the name of the running right here.
Indeed, I am.
I feel like I tried to install the no. I tried to install Assassin's Creed Rogue. I never really played it, and I'm not sure why I tried, but for some reason I didn't like it. But after watching that video, a short video of some random guy just killing Adewale, I didn't even know that Adewale gets killed.
This is, you will not be interested. Dull, silly things. It does not concern you.
Well, won't it add weight to be used for more equipment?
No, nothing like that.
I feel like Rip actually playing it and seeing, because this Shay Patrick, he kills quite some guys. One of them is Adewale. With all other guys, apparently we don't really know them. At least I don't know them, so maybe some other people know them, but I don't know them, so I can't say that you need to read books. The thing is, there are a lot of kind of background things that are happening that we don't see in video games. That's why you need to read all those comics and
How true. How very true.
books and stuff.
Tu rêves, l'ami. Approchez et achevez-le. Attendez.
I'm actually curious about Basim and his story to understand what I might just go and read that on Fandom to see whether it's connected anyhow. There are any mentions. There are probably mentions of Altair, because Assassin's Creed Mirage story is taking place at somewhere around 900 something like that. Somewhere there. I'm not sure. Somewhere but I'm not entirely sure about the time period. But it's not, you know, at that time period. Obviously, neither Ezio nor Connor nor anyone else or Edward exist. That is happening for.
Allez, ne vous laissez pas distancer. Ah, tu ne peux plus t'enfuir, rends-toi.
I don't have any smoke bombs. I can kill them.
This is, you will not be interested. Same thing.
Oh no.
It does not itself.
Well, won't it add weight to be used for more?
No, nothing like that. Please, Monsieur Baudin, not before.
How can I swap it? I can use it. Why I can do anything?
I think you will find it very
Pressing E, nothing happens to that. That is weird. Look at that. Look at those flying bodies. It's funny, I remember playing the Freedom Cry DLC, but I don't remember this mission at all. You can whistle. They saw me, but whatever.
You would do the same. The Black Flag. They'll be picked to the bone. Loose! We must defend that ship. French or not, these scientists must reach their destination. Our people must capture their secrets. The knowledge is more important than any cargo.
Aye, Captain. His worst is right.
A little skill in the right wind won't last long. Ready to fire! 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 Trim the yards off the wind!
Fuses brought the weather there.
For some reason, every time I'm traveling, there is a storm. What a weird coincidence. Game developers really like to complicate our lives.
Get off the squall! Every last scrap!
Oh, why it's like that?
Douse the royals and tops! Proud on every inch of
It's
sail!
funny, we can hunt sharks as well.
Build a maroon navy then.
Do not mistake my gratitude, Adewale. This ship is a grand blessing. An advanced knowledge of the seas. Boon to our cause. I won't not crave an empire. Only independence over our own territory.
Very well, Augustine. But mark my words. You will be fit to command a navy. Of one ship or many, when our work here is done.
If I remember correctly, we will discover that this Bastion is, she's guilty as well, she's responsible. But that's the only thing that I remember. But at this point, I started to doubt whether it's true or not, because I don't remember all those missions. It's so weird.
Ade, Augustin has learned of another slave ship to intercept. I beg you to reconsider.
Special orders from your sometimes confidant, the governor.
No, it is as I feared. With all the slaves you have freed, the French are in panic.
Let the French live in the fear they earned.
It is not so simple. Curfews are strict. Punishments are harsher and more frequent. You help the ones you freed, but at what cost to the ones you can't?
A small price for independence. The sooner Augustine's revolution comes, the sooner all slaves will live in peace as free people.
Gouverneur de Fayette threatens retaliation.
And he is behind this.
No, Adouale.
Not another word. I don't want to hear it. Loose men,
Your pirate days. Did you cross many slave ships?
More than a few. But when I sailed with Kenway, plunder was the only prize. Plunder or information leading to more plunder.
Did you never wish to intervene?
It is wise for a quartermaster to keep his wishes to himself, if he also wishes to remain as quartermaster. But yes, the thought did cross my mind. When the assassins offered me the opportunity to pursue more serious aims, I left the plundering behind.
But the slave ships also?
No, for I am still an assassin, and I have found them again. I would not trade my years as a pirate for anything.
You enjoyed your freedom.
They hardened me for the work we do today. And when I am done, you will also have pirates to thank for your training.
Yes, Captain.
For some reason, I really got some Pirates of the Caribbean flashbacks.
Reef it all tops! Down they go! No! They'll sink the ship!
If we don't act fast, Captain!
Fire!
Awaken! Fire! The hell, Ade! We'll break up! Captain Ade! I think we must act fast! Captain, I'm worried. If we do not respond fast, it will be too late.
Boats out! Ease off the wind! Cruise down! Catch some wind!
Ooh, that was high.
Captain Ade, I think we must act fast.
I'll go below. Control these fires and prepare the extension frigates to receive survivors. Go now! Go! Go! Go!
Gouverneur Lafayette. I thought I understood his indifference. I did not anticipate the extent of his heartlessness.
You tried to warn me. We are all guilty. The governor will pay with his own life. My creed demands that I see to it.
C'est la main. C'est raté. Revenge is cold comfort. Once the fire is gone, another tyrant will take his place.
His death must give this generation of warriors hope. They must not abandon the goal of independence.
And the death of these souls? Some barely knew life.
We will always mourn them.
Maybe I can liberate these guys. What do you think? Since it's not far, why not do that? Considering it's not far. Sense. I suppose I'm like at 70, 75% maybe 80 at this point. Though it's weird, I don't feel like we're discovering anything related to Bastien. Was I wrong? Maybe I'm thinking about something else, about some other DLC. But what DLC? It's so weird. I'm really not sure what's happening. Well, we will see in any case, but it feels weird. I'm really low on just almost everything.
Un ami est toujours. Et toi, Dieu. Toi, j'ai entendu ça.
They just don't care. That's crazy. I'm not sure where to replenish my stuff. Darts and other things. You barely, when you loot someone, you barely take anything from them. It's...
You cannot stay out here! Run! Go!
Okay. We liberated. I feel like I liberated this one, no? To be liberated. I didn't liberate them on Tortuga and Wellington. Oh no! Oh yeah, okay. My bad. So the thing is, they replenish. That's the thing. See? So I liberated them once on Tortuga, but as they said, it becomes unavailable until the new owner comes to until a new owner shows up. So that's it. Whatever. Let's go to Port-au-Prince. Maroon hideout. Let's go there and let's see what happens. Can probably keep liberating people.
I believe it is time. The governor grows complacent, his guards lazy. They have already forgotten the terror they wrought. I will remind them.
Once you have removed the fire, you will no longer be safe here.
Nor will the Maroons be if I stay.
It will bring me sadness to see you go.
We will meet again to celebrate Maroon independence.
You know well the grounds of the governor's residence.
Choose your moment. Do not get caught.
It said that we can only have one throwing knife. I'm always kind of... I mean, I'm not really complaining, but compared to Assassin's Creed 3, I think, right? We had throwing knives in Assassin's Creed 1. I don't remember about Assassin's Creed 2, and I'm not sure about Assassin's Creed 3. I feel like we had them in Assassin's Creed, or no? Because we had Rope Dart, that's for sure, and it worked better than in Assassin's Creed 4. You could pull people without using a charge for Rope Dart, because it's true that when you pull people, you shouldn't be using any charges for that. You're just pulling them. It's still the same knife, you can reuse it. That seems to be logic.
Do they hide the ghost ship?
Brothers, they did not survive the journey.
I will personally find and kill every last one of you until I find my answer. Where is the hideout of the Maroons?
Going in Aurum, what is that? I'm gonna drive him mad. Nice. It's demise. Look at that. He's running away. Uh-huh. What about the poison? I pick my poison and it's you. Nothing can kill me like you do. Well, whatever. I can use the blown pipe. Whatever. Let's try to find something else.
It's him!
Help! Who will come to your rescue? Your slaves? The overseers who follow your orders? Pathetic. What kind of man does not fight for himself? Why? I have killed many men on principle, but never have I wanted one to suffer as much as you. To understand what it is to gasp and beg for your life, like the innocents you drowned.
You mean those slaves? That ship? But they're not even human. Without the discipline and guidance of their masters, they turn to rebellion. Murder. Like you.
I only wish that were true.
Branding Iron. What is the Branding Iron? I didn't see it. Where can I take it? Eventually.
It is done. He suffered badly. I made sure of it.
Have you come to say goodbye?
For now. But not without giving you this.
Oh,
After all this time, you lost interest.
you're not worried it will fall into Templar's hands?
I fear worse things now. No Templar plot can equal your wrath.
You tried to make light at a time like this?
Only to lighten my sorrow at leaving.
You will return to your Brotherhood of Assassins, and whatever duty they assign you.
I will return, yes. But I feel a tide changing within me. I'm no longer young. I must devote my energy to those who struggle for freedom. I will use my conviction and my creed to defend them alongside anyone who will help me.
I have no one left to serve this to. I will keep it for memory.
Marcher dans nuit tôt, m'pa gen chance. Marcher à de la sirène, malè rive moins. Marcher dans nuit tôt, m'pa gen chance. Marcher à de la sirène, malè rive moins. Yon sel ti mwen gen mambo la sirène oui. Yon sel ti diamant mwen gen mambo la
I don't know what to say. I'm not sure why I thought that we were gonna kill Bastion. I don't know what to say. I remember launching the game. I remember that very, very well. How come?
Arrête! Arrête-toi tout de suite! Tu ne s'aimeras pas! Tu es déjà mort!
How come this is the end? It feels weird. Well, that's great, I suppose. Everyone's happy. Adewale helped them. But I'm not sure. That was... So this DLC is like 3 hour long, maybe a little bit less. That was fast. I'm not sure what to think about it. That was fast. I feel like they could have maybe made another game, but they left it this way. They wanted to make a DLC, especially that they made DLCs for a lot of games. They made DLC for they made DLCs for Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed to... Though, can we really say that Brotherhood and Revelations are really DLC? Because they feel like standalone games, more like, but they are shorter. So I'm not sure what to think about it. I don't know what. That was fast. And I feel like I can't particularly feel anything about Adewale. Maybe it's only my problem, but I feel like it's just I feel like we don't see him enough. We don't see, like, it's great that he's helping Maroons and like this with this liberation idea, because they are slaves. So it's true that this situation is kind of the cause is great, probably. But I feel like we don't see him enough, and we only see him as a quartermaster, and then he, even though he kind of leaves Edward, it still feels weird. Because we don't see him enough, we don't really know his personality, his convictions.
On ne bouge plus.
And we just don't see him enough. I feel like at this point I don't feel much about Adewale to the point where I think it would be way more interesting to play as Achilles.
Yes.
From Assassin's Creed 3, because his goals were more interesting rather than in this situation. Maybe it's because we don't really see assassins. Maybe it's because it's really a kind of a DLC about liberating people from their kind of set state of slavery, and it got nothing to do with Assassin's Creed. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I feel.
Stay put and I will deal with them.
But I feel like I don't feel like this game it's very interesting. I would rather play as Achilles. Because seeing the downfall of assassins. Seeing the downfall of assassins in North America, especially that Hatham was Especially that Haytham was responsible for all of that, and they were doing that with Shape Patrick Cormac. And seeing Achilles trying, because they were, as far as I've read on fandom,
It's not safe to leave yet.
Achilles was he was one of the heads of the Brotherhood, and there were a lot of assassins, and they had way better control of over the different situations and territories and stuff. And then because of Haytham and Patrick Cormac, Patrick, I forget his name. It feels kind of it feels way more interesting to follow the story, especially that we know what will happen in the future and how Connor will kind of help assassins in North America
You are
in
not safe
13
yet.
colonies.
Go, find the others.
So it probably feels more interesting, at least for me. But is there a road somewhere? There? I didn't see anything here. I'd really play as Achilles, but no, fortunately, not this time. I hope if one day Ubisoft actually releases that what is the name of that kind of a platform something because Ubisoft planned to release some kind of a platform for a bunch of different Assassin's Creed games and add the games and develop games kind of more like I don't know how to explain that. They are not DLCs, but like they release this platform, and this platform becomes this central hub for launching Assassin's Creed games. But I'm not entirely sure how they plan to do that. Oh. But I can't help it. Random camps like that. I'm not entirely sure. Is this like the whole point of this platform to what is the point of it? Like, if it's simply to launch the game, then I don't really see big difference with the Ubisoft Connect or Steam or whatever. But at the same time, if they plan to make it like as I said, they develop games as kind of DLCs, but this platform is like the main, the core of the game. Then, in such situation, I suppose, I mean, I'm not sure how they plan to do that, because if you release one kind of the core part of the game, then you have to develop it with certain technologies. It makes me think about I don't know, random MMO RPG games like World of Warcraft or stuff. The World of Warcraft was released in 2004, right? Something. It's true that somehow they improved the game engine, but they can. It's not like they can take Unreal Engine 5 and put it inside the World of Warcraft game. You see, it's not going to work, because that's a completely different game engine, and it's just they are not compatible. So at this point, I feel kind of weird if they develop this platform. What is the point of this platform? Because if they develop it with only one game,
Un homme en fuite! Capturez-le! Attrapez cet esclave! Mieux vaut regarder par ici. Et laissez-le nous semer!
nice. So if they develop it with one, because I think Ubisoft uses Anvil Engine, right? Something like that. That's the name, if I'm not wrong. But obviously, this game engine is not the same in the Anvil Engine in Assassin's Creed 4 is not the same as Anvil Engine in Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Origins, see, or Valhalla. Obviously, it's way more developed in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's better in terms of graphics and quality. So I'm very curious how they plan to do that, because I'm really not sure about it. In any case, this platform thing, whatever they plan to do, I feel like the idea might be interesting if they do not, obviously they do not make it in a very weird loot box way. I don't know how, but big companies they are doing a lot of weird things nowadays. They're you know, it's not even about loot boxes, but the system of actually buying things all the time in the game. It's just I don't know, it's just very tiring. I don't want to buy anything. I want to, I mean, paying 60 euros is already a lot for a video game. But okay, you're paying 60 euros and then, for example, they release DLCs like 30 euros or maybe or something for each DLC. That's fine. But paying all the time for newer stuff, I'm not sure I want to do that. So I'm not really sure how they plan to implement this platform and how exactly it will be. I got a lot of questions.
Plus un geste. Il ne réussira pas à nous faire. Reviens ici, le sourdingue. Reviens ici, toi. Pas question.
But this is what I got. So I guess I got a lot of questions, but my main point was because it was like a big side note. My main point was to tell you that their plan was to kind of make this platform and release different DLCs and or like games, or I don't know how can I call them, parts, chapters. I don't know how they are supposed to be called. Like standalone games on one platform, so it will be the same engine. Okay, for the first maybe 1 or 2 games it's fine, but then if it will be like, you know, after 3, 4, or 5 years, let's say, you won't be able to use the same engine. In any case, because I feel like I'm keep coming back to this engine problem stuff. In any case, it will be amazing if they actually release games related to some to certain characters that we have already seen. For example, I'd like to see some kind of a... I don't believe it's going to happen. Honestly, I don't believe, but I'm just, you know, it's some kind of just a dream, you know. I'm dreaming about Ubisoft actually making some kind of a game related to Connor from Assassin's Creed 3. I'd like to see what actually happened in his in the after the main game, after Assassin's Creed 3. I know that there are some books and stuff, and I have read certain things on Wikipedia. I think he's helping different people and he's doing something, but it's not the same thing as playing it. I'd like to play as Connor. So that's it. And I'm dreaming about them releasing some games, you know, related to some character. So maybe Edward. What did Edward do when he moved to England after the story of Assassin's Creed 4 finishes? What happened? I got a lot of questions. He got killed when he was 41 or 2 or something. But he was maybe what, 28 or something at the end of the game, because they said that I was reading it on Fandom, I think, as well. When we start Assassin's Creed 4, Edward is 22 years old.
Someone is bound to notice something.
So if the game lasts for like 6 years, right? The time period over the course of 6 years. So I suppose that by the end we get like what, 28, right? So the question is, what happens from 28 to 42? He's coming back, but he's doing something for 14 years before his death. He got 2 kids, but he's still active. Maybe he's not an active Assassin Brotherhood member, but he's still doing something. Maybe he's not a Grandmaster, but in any case, he participates in some certain activities. What is speed? I'm not sure. I don't remember. So there are a lot of interesting time periods that can be discovered and that can be kind of shown on that platform. Making those, you can make big projects like I think Ubisoft announced that they will be making Assassin's Creed Red or something, that it takes place in Japan, and there is another one somewhere else, I don't remember, and it's great. I would really like to see Japan as a time period, especially if I remember correctly. It takes somewhere in the Middle Ages. I might be wrong, but something like that. So it's a very interesting time period. But there are other things that I'd like to see as well. And I think they tried to do something like that. I don't remember whether I played it or not, or whether it's even playable. But in Assassin's Creed Unity, if I remember correctly, when you launch the game, you have this kind of a menu. When you launch the game, and you're in the game, it's not the main menu, but there's some kind of a menu that when you open it, you can see certain time periods. I might be wrong. We will see that. In any case, I'll play Assassin's Creed Unity and I will refresh my memory, and we'll see. It might be a great idea to have something like that, some kind of a platform with different stories. It's great to have big games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but it's also great to have certain periods that are not as big as ancient Greece or ancient Egypt or ancient Norway or whatever. Maybe certain smaller situations or something. As I said, Achilles Davenport is seems to be a very interesting character. And a bunch of others. Probably a lot of people will request something related to Ezio in Italy. I don't have any opinion about that. I'm more into snow, America and stuff. I think it's a pretty cool place. Probably I'm less interested in Italy. The same way I'm less interested in France. But American Revolutionary War seems to be very interesting, and assassins there and stuff. Because I feel like even though Europe is cool, don't get me wrong, America got very big territory, so they can probably make, you know, something over there, or Canada or something, or Mexico. There were a lot of rumors about different locations, like Assassin's Creed somewhere in Aztec Empire, Assassin's Creed Rome or whatever, Legion, whatever. People had a lot of theories. In the end we had a Watch Dogs Legion, but people thought that we'd have Assassin's Creed related to Rome and SR period, whatever, Roman Empire. Well, considering the game is finished, I don't know. Because I'll keep speaking like that. It's interesting to talk about it. It's interesting to discuss these different periods and different rumors and stuff. I'll just stop here, whatever. No sense to make it long. The main line is finished. I don't see any sense to hunt all those animals, etc. So it's just pointless. Can't even travel to my ship. My ship is stuck somewhere in the middle of the ocean. I mean, it's not far from the shore, but still. Whatever. This is the end. Freedom Cry DLC. It's not bad, I guess. It might be interesting for some people. I can't say that I was particularly involved in this story. I don't know why. I guess it's just, I don't like pineapples. Doesn't mean that pineapples are bad fruits, but it doesn't mean that pineapple is a bad fruit. I don't like pineapple. And that's it. Here is the same thing. I don't know. Maybe this DLC is just too fast. Maybe we don't have enough time to discover Adewale and his personality, his cause. We saw him as a quartermaster on Jackdaw, and that's it. But we will probably see him in Assassin's Creed Rogue, because Patrick will kill him. And that's it for now, I suppose. I got nothing else to say. This slave ship liberation, or just generally a slave liberation mechanic, doesn't seem to be very interesting. You're just running around, killing some people, going to one plantation, then another, and just like it's a vicious circle of plantations. You're just following this vicious circle. It's liberating people. Doesn't seem to be particularly interesting. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Freedom Cry DLC.